Wow, I have just done so many outside chores that my 18-year-old self would be proud. There was time I would manage to do 5 big projects in a day. And now I'm like a 1 project per day person. I have no idea how I was doing it. So I just keep remembering it and being so blown away by myself. It's kind of interesting how we would like try to find some kind of trauma that was caused some of my behaviors that I think are not normal. Well, this is something about me that I really don't like. I think there is some kind of trauma that caused it, because I mean, I would never. So the kind of trauma I'm thinking right now, how free people are in expressing themselves, and when people meet and they get all the friendship, and they would be like free to express themselves in like whatever the way they feel. They could ask like a friend to take a picture of them on an Instagram. So like, hey, can you please take a picture for me for an Instagram? And I have a feeling you could only ask like the best friend to take a picture for an Instagram, because it kind of feels embarrassing, because you're like trying to like pretend to be a model, like, and it kind of feels embarrassing, because whenever you don't feel quite comfortable in front of the camera, if you understand, then you understand. If you don't, good for you. Why I couldn't? Why I don't? What kind of trauma? When I'm like inside of my imagination and I'm trying to think of social interaction that I'm going to have, and I'm just so free, joking. When I am in the actual situation, I am so stiff. Again, if you understand, then you understand. If you don't, great for you. But why am I getting so stiff in social interactions? Even when I am in a group of people that I feel like the most comfortable among like all the people that are around me, I would be like, well, this group of people is like the most comfortable I am, and I'm still stiff. I just want to find a solution, and at the same time, validation. That okay, like, yeah, there is nothing wrong with you. Time will fix that. I hope time will fix it. I believe that time will fix it, and I'm kind of just faking it. It's difficult to fake not being stiff if you are stiff. So I couldn't say that I'm faking it. I just go through it and hope that the time will fix it. So I was thinking to paint today, thinking that for the last hour of work, I'm not gonna work, I'm gonna paint. And I think right now it's like the time that I say that I was supposed to paint, I think it started. I have this feeling of guilt that I did not do enough, that I need to do more. What is this with capitalism? Like, I know we all like to shit on capitalism and blame it for all of the mental pressure that we have, that we always feel like we don't work enough. I need to paint. I am so much not as creative as my standard of my creativity supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I feel like I pull all paintings out of my ass. Like, it's not like I'm being creative. I have a severe fear of like a blank piece of paper or a blank piece of canvas. And I thought that thing would never happen to me because I was never afraid of a blank sheet of paper. And now I do. But also I realized that I was never creative. I would never just paint something out of my head, I would always have a model, what I pull out of my head. Like I would just show this. This is like my unfinished doodle. And this, an artist, this. I was going to university to be a painter, and I graduated architecture school. And this is why I'm a software engineer now. All I doodle are rectangles and squares. I am so disappointed. It's ridiculous. I need to step it up. And that was actually what was the purpose of this channel. I need to step it up and be as creative as I wanna be. I swear to God, I will just write a little bit more code and I'm gonna paint for the last hour of work. I'm really working, okay? I do work, okay? I don't paint during work. You see, I'm struggling to actually pull myself out.
Your understanding Python. These are also a gateway to a great amount of troubleshooting and trickery.
Well, like that's how we're gonna retire.